Alright, it's been a while since my last Outward playthrough. I had to deal with a weird thing where Part 1 and Part 2 got copyright claimed for the music in it, but yet Part 3 didn't, even though a lot of the same music from the first two parts even though the same music played in that part as they did in the first two parts. It makes no sense to me. I disputed the claims, and I contacted the composer of the soundtrack of Outward and let him know what was going on, and so we're trying to solve that now. Also, there was another Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 raid, took on Bojack for that week, but we're back and we're ready to continue Outward. Now, in the last part, we picked up a few new skills, and we gained our mana so that we can actually cast magic spells now. There's still some skills I want to buy here from Ito and Cierzo, but I won't have the money to pay for them yet. Plus there's a couple more basic skills I can get in other regions that will also be of use to me, so for this part we're going to go to those places and try to get those basic skills. Oh yeah, one more thing before I leave.
Is there something you need?
Before I go, there's one more item I should purchase and have with me. Here it is, the cooking pot. This will serve as a portable kitchen. I can craft recipes just by placing this on top of a campfire. I ran into some technical difficulty there, leaving Cierzo, where the game crashed. Didn't save any of the progress, but I did everything over again, and we're back. I changed the recording hotkey, so hopefully it won't happen again. Need some eggs. I know you have them. Come here. Come here, you're not getting away. I'm gonna catch you, bird. There we go. And disappointingly, he didn't have any eggs on him, which is what I really wanted. That's okay. I can show off how the cooking pot works. I'll gather up some wood. Use it to craft a campfire kit. Then we place the campfire down. Here we go. Set it here right next to the butterflies. And I'll spark to light it. And place the cooking pot on top of it. And then it functions just like the kitchen back at home. So what I'll do is I'll take the two meats I got off the pearl bird. I'm going to combine them with 2 salts. And that creates 5 pieces of jerky. And I learned the jerky recipe. I might remember in a previous part I mentioned you can create beef jerky by combining meat with salt, and that's how you do it. There's another bird. Will this one have an egg? Hey you, I need pungent paste. I have all the ingredients for it except an egg. Can you help me with the egg? Nope, more meat. One thing you can do with your map, even though it doesn't have actual quest markers, is you can mark spots on your map. I'm going to mark this spot here with a little purple icon. I don't think it appears on my mini-map anywhere or anything. It just allows you to mark specific spots. I still have to find my own way there. Oh, this might be a bit of a problem for me. I've been having some technical difficulties right now. Every time I stop recording, it does some weird thing where the game minimizes and NVIDIA closes and reopens itself. So Shadowplay is acting up on me. It just means more editing on my part. Hopefully that won't be too much trouble. Now, that's an inconvenience for me, hopefully, not for the audience. So yeah, I'm going to make my way towards the Conflux Mountain, and then from there I'm going to head north to find a particular cave I'm searching for. Alright, I think I see the cave I'm heading towards up ahead. I think this is a turnip. I can pick this up. Oh, I guess guess it's not a turnip. Way up here, you might notice there's that little archway along the wooden planks here. Yeah, there's actually someone up here that I can find and talk to. If this is the right spot, I think it is. Might also see those weird green rays coming out of the ground there. Mine some iron. Yeah, this is a corruption. This plays into one of the DLCs of the game, the Saborians, but I don't have that one yet. Anyways, let's head into the Immaculate Cave. So let's see, what's inside this cave? There's a chest here. Let's open it up. It's got some more boots in it, including half-plate boots. Stealth potions, 2 bitter spicy teas, and 3 woods. Let's take all of that. I can craft the half-plate boots into iron scrap, but I might also be able to sell them. Also, there's a guy here. He looks a little differently from the usual people. I'll talk to him in just a moment. And I'll light this. That way the lamp lights and not the torch. Now we'll talk to this Immaculate. Says, the sea breeze and the Chersonese always fills me with the urge to travel. It's a pity that winter is so unbearably cold. Let's say, who are you? I sense there is more to that question. What's your name? Names are a human thing. My kind can tell one another apart without such arbitrary nonsense. We only call ourselves Immaculates because that's what your kind calls us. Alright, what are you doing here? I'm on a journey. I want to learn, grow, I want to see all that world has to offer. I would like to be free of these instinctual shackles. If I never have to harm another person or beast again, I would be content. You appear to be reading. You must like reading. Yes, the knowledge from humans since long gone is quite valuable. And the way your kind makes fake history stories for the purpose of amusement, it is a comfort on this lonely road. Let's see, I can ask him, can you help me? Says I don't possess much, but I can offer you a piece of my survival gear. What need drives you? I need power. Oop, I selected the wrong one. Well, I chose to take nothing from him, and that he'll need his stuff. Oh well. Alright, thanks for the chat, I'll be going. Hope our paths cross again. Having friendly company brightens my day. I actually meant to ask him for power. He would have taught me a spell known as Possession, which I could have used to give myself the Possession boon, which increases ethereal damage and gives you ethereal resistance. But I messed up. No big deal. Our next stop is going to be a little further up east. I'm going to head towards this fort that's marked on the map because I want to get to the Cabal of Wind Tower up here. Because there's another trainer over there that I can buy some basic skills from that I'm going to want. And notice up ahead there's another one of those sun icons. You can see they glow at night. And again, that leads towards the path towards the Hollowed Marsh where Monsoon is, where you can join the Holy Mission. And again, there's some trainers in Monsoon that'll have skills that I'm going to want to buy. And I believe there's another spell trainer there that I'm also going to want to get my breakthrough spell points on. But for now, we're going to head up here towards this tower. It's marked on the map simply as Fort. Not only that, but there's a few things around the outside that we can pick up and collect. I mean, right away, you probably notice the most noticeable thing here is that glowing blue thing over there. Kind of looks like a plant or something. There's a chest hidden up here. Inside I found an iron mace, another alchemy kit, some firefly powder. We're going to take all that. I'm going to break the mace down into a metal scrap. Okay, I'm starting to slow down. Might have to go back to a merchant and then come back here. But for now, I'll show off what those plants are. Just got to get close to one. You'll notice this little yellow bud on the front. It's a ghost plant. I can gather it, and I receive a ghost eye. I also got another ochre spice beetle from doing that. Well, while I wasn't recording, I headed back to town. I sold those boots, the half-plate boots, and then I made some new stuff. I made a greater healing and greater mana. You get those by combining the ghost dye I got from the plant here with a regular mana potion. And I also combined a greasy fern with a regular life potion, and that gave me a greater life potion. I also crafted this, a spiritual varnish. You make this using a gabbery wine, a mana stone, and a ghost dye, and it gives you the ethereal element when applied to a melee weapon. And I'll show why I made that by going in here. This is the Ghost Pass, which is that fortress marked on the map here. We're going to go inside. So now we're inside the Ghost Pass, and you'll see that there are ghosts here. I mean, big surprise, right? There's also another water skin here, but I've already got 3 of them, and they're all full, so I don't think I'll need that one. There is another spiritual varnish on the table. I'm going to take that. There's also a skeleton laying here, but again, I can't do anything with that yet. And there's another spiritual varnish here. Can I open this? Before I open it, let's set up. First, I'm going to put down my bag. I'm going to apply a spiritual varnish to my fang mace. And then open this door. And then we'll fight the ghost. Now, ghosts are resistant to physical attacks like my mace, but they are actually susceptible to ethereal damage, which is why you want it for your weapon here. They also inflict ethereal damage with their attacks. He dropped a mana stone, which I'll go ahead and help myself to. Let's try this lit hallway with the blood stain on the floor. Ghost. Let's attack it. Yeah, since it's only temporary, I want to go quickly through here so that I can get the most out of the spiritual varnish I attached to the fang mace. Yeah, I'm a little over encumbered because I collected a bunch of stuff and crafted it and other stuff, but I should be alright to get through here. Plus, once I get to the I can't open that. Once I get to the Cabal of Wind Tower where the Hermit lives, there's a merchant there that I can buy and sell stuff to. Alright, you, come on. There we go, we'll beat up that ghost. This one had a small sapphire on it. I'll take it. It's a valuable item that you can sell for a good price. Here's the pungent paste recipe. Of course, I already know how to make pungent paste. I've already showed it off. I think I'll drink a life potion. There we go. Not too overweight. Like 1 pound overweight in the bag. Oh, what's that? Okay, just a mushroom. Can't go that way. Do I go down the dark cave, or do I head in here? This way's a dead end. I can't climb up. You notice the spiritual varnish also wore off, so I'll need to apply another one before I run into another ghost. Light my lantern so I can find the way. My lantern is almost burned out, but once it does burn out, I can show off how you refill it. You just combine it with a thick oil to refuel your lantern. There's a red ghost in here. This one's going to be a little tougher than the ones I've been fighting so far. First I'll apply the spiritual varnish. And then, whoa, he's coming. Let's make use of my magic. Ow. He hit me while I was setting up. That was me casting the spark spell while inside the sigil of fire here. The fireball does a lot more damage than the spark can on its own. Plus it will set enemies on fire like you saw it do to him. Go ahead and drink another life potion. He has an ice varnish on him, which will do the same thing as the spiritual varnish and apply the element to the weapon. Again, if I had elemental discharge, I'd also be able to attack by shooting the element from my weapon, but I have to learn that skill first, and it's pretty expensive to buy because, as you can expect, it's a really good spell, especially if you're a mage like I'm building. There's an iron halberd and an ice flame torch in here, as well as the miner's omelet. I'll go ahead and take all 3. So now I have another ice flame torch. I think this way leads back towards the dead end I couldn't climb up from earlier. Although there is also a treasure chest here. Inside, we find a steel saber. That's a decent weapon. An endurance potion, 2 endurance potions, 2 life potions, and another alchemy kit. See, I'll take all that. I think I'm going to have to start decrafting some items. Start with the iron halberd. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little over-encumbered now. Yeah, stamina potions will also restore max stamina along with your regular stamina. Same with the astral potions. I think what I'll also do is drink an astral potion. You'll see it not only restored mana, but it also restored some of my maximum mana when I drank it. I'm going to pull this lever. I believe that opens one of the locked gates that I can't open otherwise. Yeah, this one. There's a star mushroom there, but I'm already pretty over-encumbered, so I'm not going to pick it up. Here's another lever. Does that close the gate? Yeah, it does. So I'm going to pull it again to open it. Here comes another ghost. Alright. A bit of a disadvantage because I don't have a spiritual varnish on yet. And I can't make him bleed because, well, ghosts don't bleed, as you might imagine. Kinda need you to leave me alone for a second. Can I close this on him? There we go. Now I can apply the spiritual varnish while he's behind the door. Alright, let's go. Okay. Take the ghost's mana stone. I want that. There's another ghost. And a mana stone vein. Alright, let's go fight this ghost. This one I'll cast Flamethrower on. Dodge a swing and then hit him with the mace. There we go. Yeah, once you have a ethereal damage, these ghosts aren't so tough. They're more susceptible to ethereal damage, though. He had a bolt rag on him. Pretty sure lightning also works pretty good on the ghosts, because I know some enemies, they'll have negative resistances, which makes them take additional damage from certain elemental attacks and the like. Gotta throw the switch. Take the elevator up. Yeah, I think there's another ghost in here. I'm actually going to get another firestone ready. There's another one of those red ghosts in here, and it's much stronger than the purple ones. I'm going to want to cast my fireball spell at it. Oops. I meant to interact with that, and I casted Flamethrower instead. Okay. Set up the fire. There we go. Apply that. Get his attention here. Come on. You know you want some. Have a spark. Oh, he hit me pretty hard. Dodge his ethereal attack. Oh boy. This isn't going well. Let's see if I can finish him with a fireball. Oh, dodge him. Come on, get finished off. There we go. That guy gave me a run for my money. But as you saw, I did defeat him. Use the ghost for his varnish, his eye, and an occult remains. Ooh, I have all the ingredients I need to make another thing with alchemy. I don't think I have a fire. This will lead me into the room that the red ghost was guarding, which has an ornate chest inside. I think it also has a shortcut that leads back out to where I originally started in here. So let's see what's in the ornate chest. There's another steel saber. There's a cleaver halberd. I think I can decraft this. A possessed potion. A bolt varnish, and a large emerald. I'm going to be too overweight to move, but that should change once I start decrafting. Meanwhile, I would prefer to sell some of these items. If I can't move while carrying them, I won't exactly be able to do that. When I want to go back, I can go through that way. For now, I'm going to step out through this door. Alright, we'll light the torch. Now that I've found those occult remains, I'll be able to make another kind of potion here. Just need to gather some wood for a fire. Let's see. We gotta combine the Azure Shrimp. I believe it was the Firefly Powder. The Thick Oil. And the Occult Remains. And there we go. That gives us the Elemental Immunity Potion. I can also make another crystal powder because I'm carrying so many mana stones. Let's do that. There we go. I found a nice chest here. It's got 3 star mushrooms, 2 cold stones, 2 live weedies, and 3 thick oils. I'll take all that. And to stop recording again, I had some weird technical issue where when I hit the button to stop the recording during the load screen, for whatever reason, Shadowplay refused to close to stop the recording. I had to close the game down and manually force it to close. But yeah, we made it out of the ghost past, and now we're around this area, and I want to head here to the Cabal of Wind Tower, which according to the map is across a bridge. So we just have to find that bridge. Pretty sure it's over here. There's more of those mantis shrimps up ahead. Don't think I'm tired. No, not really. I'm getting hungry, though. With that in mind, I'll eat one of my Cierzo ceviches. There we go. That'll recover some of my mana, as well as health. Pretty sure I can evade the mantis shrimps by just going across this bridge. Actually, I think that one's on the other side of the bridge. I'm going to want to be careful on this side. There's going to be more stronger enemies up here, like mostly in that direction, but I'm going to be going this way towards that, I don't know what kind of, it kind of looks like a weather vane. You can see there's a building up there that's like tilted, but it's got lights on. And that's where we're going. I believe that's the Hermit's shack. Just watch for any enemies that might try to attack. Yep. Getting attacked by the mantis shrimp. Yeah, too bad for you, I got Mason Fusion. I can also do this now. I missed. To bash him a few times. I noticed I also received the blessing when I think when I used my Mason Fusion. I'll show off what that is. Blessed makes you do increased lightning damage, and you gain lightning resistance. I'm not sure how I got that. I think it was because I used Mason Fusion, but I didn't even know it could do that. Make our way up here. I've got a couple of stamina potions, so I can use those if I need them. I can also sleep here if I get tired. Yeah, I think the Hermit actually lives in the Cabal of Wind Tower, unless that's his house and I walked right by it. But no, I think this is it. And yep, this is the Hermit's house. Alright. Apparently, Shadowplay is having a field day with messing with me today. Every time I stop the recording, something goes wrong. There's some items here, and I can just take them, even though I'm in the house. Alright, let's talk to Agatha, Maiden of the Winds.
How are you?
This is the merchant I was talking about. You can see the gold potion I made of elemental immunity. I could probably sell the extra ice flame torch, so I will. I'm also going to sell my old lantern, because there's a better lantern sitting on the table right for the taking, right next to her. I can get rid of these miner's omelets. I've got 2 extra alchemy kits that I can sell off. I don't need that many. I'll sell these recipes since I already know how to make them. You can see here the large emerald and the small sapphire sell for a lot. I actually am going to sell them. That'll net me a lot of cash. And I'm going to want a lot because I'm going to buy skills from him next. And now we'll pick this up, the Explorer Lantern. This one's a much better lantern than I had before. You can see it had a higher durability than the old lantern. It also says it shines brightly, which I'm guessing means it's brighter than the old lantern was. So yeah, I've got a better light source now. Might also want to sell some more items, but first, let's talk to Adalbert the Hermit.
Excellent.
He says, a visitor. The Cabal shares its wisdom with those who respect the 5 winds: reason, passion, fury, kindness, and the inside wind.
Listen to me.
To use the spells I teach, find the wind totems in every region. Then you may use these spells in that region. The totems are topped by a bird statue. You'll recognize them. So I'll say, I want to train with you. And the reason I want to train with him is because he's got some of the spells I'm going to want, including this, Weather Tolerance. This will increase hot, cold, weather resistance by 8, and increases decay resistance by 5. I'm also going to want this spell. This is Reveal Soul. This was the other spell I could have chosen to get once I first got my mana at the Conflux Chambers. And here I can get it for 50 silver. So we're going to learn that one. I'm also going to want to learn Call to Elements. This will grant me a boon that varies depending on where I currently am. So if I'm in a cold place and I cast it, I'll get the cool boon. And if I'm in a hot place, I'll get a hot boon. If I'm in a blessed place, I'll get the blessed boon, and so on. So we're going to buy that skill too. And then we're going to pick up Weather Tolerance. This will give me just a passive bonus. His last spell is Mana Push, but that's more useful if you actually go down the Cabal of Wind, since you get Sigil of Wind, Infuse Wind, and Conjure, which is the best skill, which lets you summon the ghosts and such. But I'm not going to learn those spells. I've got other ideas in mind. Yeah, I think before we wrap up, I'll check out one more area. It's over here, this graveyard-looking thing. I see also a stash up here. I should have brought a Gabbery wine because I could have used one to do something over here. I found some more bullets and incendiary charges and bandages. Just more stuff to sell. Might go back and sell it too. Anyway, let's find what I'm looking to fight. You can see them over there. Those are called Immaculate Horrors, I believe. Now the Immaculate Horrors, they have a ranged poison attack that they use on you, and they can heal each other, so your best bet for taking them on is to separate them and pick them off one at a time. They are more vulnerable to lightning damage. I'm going to set some traps real quick and see if I can take one down. I'm not getting the prompt when I'm recording now. Just everything that can go wrong will. Oh well. get its attention by beating on it. Come on, I want you to come over here. Thought it was gonna shoot at me. Alright, I'm coming over there. I think my best bet is just wail on it. Here come the rest of them, though. Take that one out. And run away. Didn't get a chance to use my traps on them. That's fine, I'll hide over here until they lose me. There's a particular grave over here where I can get a special item if I have a Gabbery wine, but I don't have one on me. I have them back at my stash at the house, but that's a ways back from here, so I guess instead what I'll do first is I'll head over to where I intend to go. I want to loot the body of the horror I did kill. First I'm going to drink a stamina potion to recover some of my max stamina. Probably just have to run past him and loot the body. It's going to be a drive-by looting. That's right, take your shots. I just want this. There we go. Gave me predator bones, which I can actually use with my tripwire traps. It'll create a bleeding trap. There's supposed to be a cave nearby that I can go into, and that'll have a special enemy that I want to fight and kill. Am I right? Yeah, that's... Oh, that's where I want to go, the Corrupted Tombs. So now we're in this snowy cavern. I think if I crouch down, I can find the enemy I'm talking about. There it is. See that weird swirling blue thing? There's a creature inside of that. That's a Wendigo. It's a much stronger enemy than most of the stuff I've faced so far. I'm gonna try to set up some traps here. It's a cold cave, so yeah, it'd be cold for me if I wasn't wearing the leather armor that gives me decent cold weather defense. Okay, if nothing else, I want to take down this creature. It'll come in, the reason for which will come much later. Yeah, Wendigos and creatures like it are the ones you save your traps and your mana for, because they are strong. Alright, set up the last trap. What the? That's not good. I got jumped from behind by an Immaculate Horror that I didn't even know was there. What are you doing? You're messing up everything. Also, I think the Wendigo senses something is up. Oh no, it's coming to fight the Immaculate Horror. I'm gonna let them go. Oh boy, that's not good. Please don't find me. I'm not finished preparing. Okay, good. Whew. Now, one of the reasons I'm not ready yet is because first they knocked out a bunch of my traps from their fight with each other. I'm not going to get jumped by anything else that comes out of this room, am I? Yeah, Wendigos are also susceptible to fire, so I'm going to want to use my fireballs on it. Really hoping he goes back to his starting point so I can get my bag, since I have a firestone in there that I can use to create a sigil. Maybe I can loot my bag and grab it. Alright, give me a firestone. Alright, let's get his attention. Hey, you! That's right. I want his attention, because I'm going to lure him over into the traps up here, and then I'm going to set up the Sigil of Fire. Okay, run. Did he not step on any of the traps? That's right. And spark him. Dodges swipes. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, he got me. Ta! I almost got him. And that didn't go the way I wanted. That Immaculate Horror jumped me from behind, and I wasn't able to set up the bleeding trap along with the fire like I wanted to. Plus you saw how fast he was. Let's see. Pain racks your body as you wake up from the injury. You're alone, but surely not safe. With clenched teeth, you drag yourself outside to safety, where you fall unconscious again. It's hours before you regain consciousness. You're beaten and bloody, but alive. You'll wear these scars for some time. You curse your recklessness and vow to be more prepared for danger in the future. I don't know, I thought I prepared pretty well, but clearly not. Alright, my bag should be nearby. Alright, I'm standing on it. Let's see, I've got all these effects on me. Let's fix those. First, we'll eat a pungent paste. That'll restore all the lost max health and stamina I lost. Next, I'll eat a termite potage. And I have a hex cleaner, so I'll use that. That'll remove all the nasty side effects. Still hungry, so we'll eat another termite potage. Now, you can see the Wendigo is actually still burning. I think he's already spotted me, though. Alright. This time I'll block his attack. Roll to dodge. Alright, come on. Dodge his ice attack. I might be able to finish him with the flamethrower spell. Burn you. There we go. Yeah, you might have knocked me out, but I got you right as soon as I came back, as it said I was out for a few hours, and when I came back in, the Wendigo was still burning. I'm surprised he was still alive when I came in. Yeah, he's got a few items on him. Predator bones, occult remains, a cold stone, and a sapphire. But there's another reason why I wanted him dead, which will come up much later in the game. As my torch is almost burned out, I don't think I'll be able to use flamethrower again. I think there's more to the corrupted tombs to check out, but part of me is a little nervous after fighting that Wendigo and getting clobbered. Do I have a... I do. Let's use it. That's right. Any kind of scourge enemies like these are more susceptible when you hit them with lightning, which is why I put the lightning varnish on my fang mace. I will beat on you until you die. Another predator bone. One thing I was hoping to find while I was down here was more scaled leather, since the Immaculate Horrors can drop them. Another chest here. This one's got a half-plate helmet, 2 larva eggs, 2 star mushrooms, 3 cold stones, and a linen cloth. I'll go ahead and grab all that. Sure is dark in here. Something down there to loot. I'm just hoping when I come down here I'll be able to come back up. Okay, I can go down this way. I don't see any enemies. Alright, it's a dead adventurer. A looter's corpse. It's got a rainbow trout and 12 silver on him. While I'm here, I'll show off the Reveal Soul spell. If I cast it, you'll see... there it is. It appeared over this skeleton over here. When you have this up, you can you do stuff with it. And also cast Called Elements. You'll notice that gave me the cold boon since I'm in a cold area. And if I hit Spark, it absorbs the soul and I get my mana back. I don't believe that restores maximum mana like an astral potion will, but it's a way to restore your mana in a pinch, which is useful. There's another Immaculate Horror down there. Well, I still got the lightning on my Fang Mace, I should try to beat it up. Yeah, that blue meter under its health is its impact. Every time I hit anything, it'll do impact damage, and if I can drain that meter, I'll knock the enemy down, and that'll put him open to more attacks. There we go, I got a scaled leather off this one. That's what I wanted. Once I have 3 of those, I'll be able to upgrade the primitive satchel to make a backpack that's even better than the one I've currently got. Alright, I think this way leads back out of the cave. Yeah. I didn't loot the other Immaculate Horror that the Wendigo killed. Had a blood mushroom on it, as well as some predator bones. A blood mushroom will be good, since I can use that to craft more of the life potions. Yeah, you'll notice this seal is here. There's a way to remove this seal. There's a guy in here I gotta help out. He's kind of a skeleton or something. I can either help him or just smash the skull when I find him, and that'll remove that barrier that's here. What I think I'm going to end up doing is retreating back to the Hermit and selling some more items. While I'm out here, I might as well do some cooking. Show off a recipe that I can also make using Azure shrimp. If I combine this with the rainbow trout, the seaweed, and I believe a larva egg, it creates a lux liche, which is another kind of recipe, which is another nice bit of food. Here it is, special disc of the Chersonese, which restores a fair amount of stamina and a large amount of health. The other thing I'll do is I'll use my alchemy kit. And you'll see I have the option to make more firestone. I'm going to make another one. Craft life potions. And then I can also craft great astral potions from my mana potions using the ghost eyes. Very nice. Give myself another firestone. We'll disassemble this. And we'll see how my movement allowance is. Oh, it's fine. Oh, good. So I'm going to head back to the merchant at the Hermit's shack then. There we go. I got lots of money now, as you can see here. I have 3 gold bars and 93 silver coins, because I sold a lot of the extra stuff I've got. I'm also going to go into the kitchen. I believe I can cook another meal using the predator bones. I believe if I craft 3 of them with water... Yeah, it makes a bouillon du prédateur. I'm probably butchering that name. But yeah, it's a soup which will restore stamina and increase physical damage.
How are you?
But since I've got plenty of food, and it's hardly doing much other than weighing me down, I'm actually going to sell them to Agatha here. If I can sell one more item, I can get another gold bar. But I want to hang on to the scaled leather. I'll sell the extra predator bone. And I'll pick up another gold bar from her. Now I have 4 gold bars, each worth 100 silver. If I can get one more, I'll have enough to purchase the breakthrough skill. But Cousina's pretty tired right now. Luckily, the Hermit's shack counts as a safe place, so I can put my bedroll down and sleep here. We do come thirsty after that, but I got plenty of water, so we'll just have a drink. I think of one place where I can find another Gabbery wine. It's a spot across this bridge. I believe this was the cellar I was thinking of. I'll have to be careful in here, though, because I believe there's more ghosts. So I'm going to head in there, and then we'll fight them. Here we go. The mansion cellar. Yeah, that purple glow is the ghost. I don't think I have any... No, I don't. Don't have any of the ethereal varnish left. So I'll apply lightning to my weapon. This'll work on the ghost. Gotta use my lantern since I don't have any more torches other than the ice flame torch, but I'm saving that for when I go to the Abrasar Desert. Okay, that ghost is down. See if I can kill this other ghost. Hey, you. Start by setting him on fire. There we go. Drink a life potion. I'll look around to see if there's any more ghosts that I have to kill here. I think there's a junk pile up here I can loot. Yeah, here it is. It's got a tattered attire, another water skin, and an ice rag. I'll take all three. Here's some Gabbery wine. And there's a chest in here. Inside is an iron claymore, another lantern, and two cool potions. I'm gonna take them. And I'm gonna craft the tattered attire into cloth since it's weighing me down. There's also a lever here. What's that do? That open another area? It does. Since there's a thing here, like a skeleton, I'm going to cast Reveal Soul. That'll light the room a bit until I spark and then take the mana. Let's see what's in this ornate chest. A brutal club, a flintlock pistol, a great life potion, the recipe to make the hat that I already am wearing, and a large emerald. So we'll take all that. And now... the tricky part of dragging all of this back and selling it. In my attempt to carry less weight around, I equipped the brutal club thinking it was a two-handed weapon, and I learned something new. It's a one-handed weapon. It also inflicts confusion on enemies. I think that reduces their impact resistance. The Fang Club inflicts bleeding on enemies, but the Brutal Club does a bit more damage and has a lot more impact damage on it. I think I can actually swing it faster too. So I'll probably switch to this weapon entirely. Well, that's not too bad. That means I can sell the Fang Mace. So I'll go do that along with the other items I've got. Selling these items to Agatha actually put me over the top when it comes to my money. So I now actually have the 5 gold bars, which are 500 silver. For now, let's head back to that graveyard and I'll show off the reason I wanted the Gabbery wine. I just have to locate it. Is it this big one? No. I'll find it. Gotta look around the graveyard for it, watching out for the Illuminator Horrors. I kept getting their name wrong. They're those weird creatures that shoot the poison at me. But there's supposed to be a particular grave around here where I can get an item if I just use the Gabbery wine in the right way. Well, while I search for it, I might as well show this off. This is the Cabal of Wind Totem. Yeah, the altar. If I talk to it, it says you feel a strange surge of wind blow through you. The wind in the Chersonese region recognize you and will obey you if you command it. Now, if I had spells like Conjure or the Cabal of Wind Sigil, I'd be able to use those spells while I'm in the Chersonese region. Since I don't have those spells and don't really intend to use them, though, that doesn't do a whole lot for me. Anyways, back to finding that gravestone I was talking about. Oh hey, finally, I get to show this off. This is the traveling merchant I was talking about in the previous parts. You'll find this guy, and he's a Soroborian caravaneer. If I talk to him...
Greetings, friend.
He's another merchant. He's got other items for sale. He'll usually have randomized items from various regions. So here you see he has a mantis granite. He's got coral horn antlers. The thing pulling the carriage is a coral horn. You mostly see them in the Enmerkar forest. And since I forgot to sell one of these extra water skins, since I got 3 of them, I'm going to go ahead and sell one. I don't need that much water. 3 should be enough, if even that. Let's see. Picked up a couple other things. I don't think he has anything I want. You can get a giant iron key, which is a melee weapon. He also had a gun for sale and some other things. I think that's good. So yeah, when you see the coral horn here pulling a carriage, you'll know that this is the traveling merchant. And you can go to him if you have a bunch of stuff you want to sell. Alright, I think I found it. It's this decorative gravestone near where the corrupted tombs are. If I walk up to this and read the gravestone, here lies where Venas the Lawbringer left his life behind. His last words are, "Pour a drink for me, partner." You feel a strange presence here, like someone is standing beside you. Your bottle of Gabbery wine feels hot to the touch. What will we do? Let's drink from the bottle. Warmth floods you, and you hear a soft laugh that isn't your own rumble from your belly and out through your lips. All you can do is ride this feeling of warmth out, and laugh along with it. As the warmth and laughter fade, you notice a shining gem lying on top of the tomb. You're certain it wasn't there a moment ago. And what that did is it gets me a Sar Stone. This is a high-end crafting material. It's also really valuable, so if I wanted to sell it, this would net me a pretty decent price from any merchant. Now we're back in the Ghost Pass. This is where, you might recall, I came in from the original area. Rather than having to go all the way back through the way I came in, I can go this way. And I follow this path. Mine the Mana Stone while I'm here. Light my lantern. Finding that second lantern is good. Now I have one for lighting the way and one for casting flamethrower. Speaking of which, since my brutal mace needs an elemental to be able to hurt this ghost in any way, I'll set fire to him. I need you to back up for a bit, or burn up. Either one is fine by me. Oh. Alright, go down. There we go. I lost a bit of health, but I'm recovering health because I ate a Luz Liche before I came in. If there's any more ghosts, I'll remember to use a rag to give myself at least electric damage. Okay, that's the ghost I already killed. And this room looked familiar. This is the room you start in. There's the water skin from before. And the exit's right over here. And you can see I'm back where I started. So now I'll make my way back to Cierzo from here. Now that I'm back in Cierzo, I'm going to talk with Master Chef Arago here. I tell him I want to buy something. I'm going to give him my 5 gold bars. It'll give me the 500 silver they're worth. Then, we'll go talk to Eto here.
Amber, my friend.
And tell him I want to train. Now we're going to purchase the Spellblades Awakening. This will cost 1 breakthrough point as well as the 500 silver I've got. This will increase my maximum health, stamina, and mana by 15, and will give me access to the other skills that he has. Mentions here I'm about to learn Spellblades Awakening. Teaching fee is 500 silver. I'll say yes. And it's a passive, so I get that increase to my stats automatically, and it's permanent. Next, once I have 600 silver, I'm going to pick up Infused Fire. That'll let me add fire damage to a weapon once I have the Warmth boon, but first, I'm going to need the Warmth boon. I can drink potions that give it to me, but the easiest way to do it is to cast the Warm boon, which I'll have to go learn that spell from Smooth the Tailor in the Heroic Kingdom of Levant. But I think this is a good wrapping up spot here. In the next part, we're going to head to another region. I'll start with the Hollowed Marsh, since there's a couple of things I want to get there. Mainly some passive skills that'll make it easier to explore and travel and such. And then there's also a special item, an extra special item that I'm going to want to get while I'm there. So that'll be in the next part. So for the next part, I'll see you next time. I'll check out this Pearlbird Cutthroat. While I wish you all thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next video.